Hello people. Hey. How are you guys? Welcome. Welcome. How's everyone doing today? On such a gorgeous day in the Big Apple. How are you guys doing? If you want to tell me how you're doing. So tonight, welcome guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this beautiful worldwide world. It's the girl Odetta coming to you live from New York City, where I come out Monday through Friday, usually between 8 and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Shout out to all the replay viewers, and if you are live, welcome. Thank you so much. Shout out to Facebook, shout out to Periscope peeps, and also those that are going to be watching on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Again, my name is Odetta with OdettaKing.com. I come on here Monday through Friday, usually between 8 and 9 p.m. and I drop dimes to help you catch these coins by teaching you tools, tips, tricks, and hacks to earn more as well as save more money, specifically with your skills. So if you've got skills, I teach you how you can take your skills and package it in a way that you could help others while stacking your coins. Okay, so I'm also known as a swap queen with ilovetheswap.com, where we again promote stacking coins through saving money by swapping your fashion, so you're not always shopping, right? You're not always shopping, but rather you're going to be swapping. What are we swapping? We're swapping clothing, shoes, accessories for men, women, kids, even home goods. Yes, okay. Anything that you have in your closet that you do not want, maybe you've worn it a couple of times, maybe 1, 2, 3 for a couple of hours. Because I don't know about you guys, but us here in the States, especially New Yorkers, with the different seasons, right? We don't wear our clothes that hard that it deteriorates, right? With the different seasons, I mean, you may wear something like 2, 3 times or not even so much in a year, and then it just goes back in your closet and sits there for God knows how long. So as opposed to you having it sitting there, you can literally swap it with another guy, girl, worldwide. If you want to know more about that, we're actually having a webinar tonight. We do this webinar once a month. Okay, we do them once a month, and it's going to be tonight right after this live feed. I'm hopping on. Hey Minda, thanks for joining Mind Over Matter. Hey guys, who do we have on Facebook? Let me know who's on the line. Jot your names so that I can officially welcome you guys. Thanks, Periscope. Do me a favor and share. Hello, where you coming in from? Periscope, Mind Over Matter. What do you do, Mind Over Matter? Is that I know that's your name, but do you? Hey Kiki, thanks for joining. You guys on Facebook, you're in New York City. Shout out to you. I'm in New York City too. Thanks for hopping on. Guys, do me a favor, those of you that are on Facebook, swipe and share with Periscope and other Twitter land. I'm in the public health field. Nice, very nice. We applaud you guys. We just want to thank you for all you do for the public sector and when it comes to health. So thank you for doing a awesome job. And those of you that are on Facebook, as you guys are trickling the room, make sure you put up your comment emojis. Let me know where you're coming in from and your name, so I could officially welcome you into the Facebook live. Okay. So if you want to know more about swapping, how does it work? Like I said, we're having a fashion swap webinar tonight right after this live video. It starts at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. To sign up for that, all you need to do is go to my website, OdettaKing.com. The link is on my bio in Periscope. For those of you that are on Facebook, the link is also OdettaKing.com. The link is also on this video. So we're going to be talking about swapping. How does it work? How does it, how you will be able to save money and all that good stuff. That's happening at 9 p.m. It's a private webinar. You have to sign up for it. So just click OdettaKing.com, click on the events and training tab, and you'll be able to register. It's free, and we'll see you guys on the private webinar. Okay, so tonight's topic is we're talking about 4 things that you can do to increase your income. Okay, 4 things that you can do to increase your income. So who's ready to talk about increasing your income? Because listen, the goal is always about stacking more coins. It doesn't matter how much money you have to stack more coins. Will the webinar stay up? Yes, it will stay up, but you have to register because the webinar is private. So you have to register, and then once if you miss the webinar, that's fine. As long as you register, you'll get the link to listen to the recording. Okay. This what I'm doing actually right now is a live feed. So this will also stay up on Periscope. It's also going to stay up on Facebook. Hey Patrice, thanks for joining. Welcome. Good night. Shout out to Trinidad and Tobago. So Periscope, thank you guys so much for flooding the rooms. Please share the feed out. We're talking about ways that you guys can increase your income, and this can be done for everyone and anyone. So share the feed on Periscope. You guys on Facebook also share it out, because we're going to be talking about 4 things that you can do to increase your income. Okay, 4 things that you can do. If you've been following me on Facebook, Periscope, YouTube, Snapchat, whichever platform, you know I'm a big proponent of not having one source of income, right? You should not have one source of income. You should have multiple things going for you, because if you ever lose that one paycheck, hey, your back is against the wall, right? So you've got to always be thinking, how can you make more money? How can you generate more money? AKA, as my brand and I like to say, stack your coins. So if you are ready for number 1, put a 1 on Facebook, put a 1 on Periscope. We're going to talk about 4 ways tonight that you guys can increase your income. 4 ways. Put a 1 on Periscope. Thank you. Put a 1 on Facebook. And number one is you can always switch job. You can always switch job. You can always get a different job, or you can always get another job, right? Hey Tashina, thanks for joining. So we're talking about 4 ways that you guys can earn more money or increase your income. 1, we said you can increase your income by switching job, right? If you've got skills, listen, when I was in corporate America, right? Even though I had a nice 6-figure cushion job, I was always going on interviews. If I heard of something bigger and better, I was always interviewing. 1, what that does, it keeps you in the market, right? You know what the environment or what the job market is commanding. You're keeping up with your skill set. You're sharpening your skills. 2, you're going to be making connections by going on interviews. And 3, you never know what's out there. You never know what's out there. So you can always switch job. Don't get comfortable on these jobs, because these jobs are not loyal. Even if you have a good job, it does not hurt to go interview. It does not hurt to go hear what another opportunity is. So you can always switch job, right? So number 1 way that you can increase your income is by 1, switch job. Right? You can always switch job and get a higher paying job. Number 2, if you are ready for number 2, put it to uncommon, put it to on Facebook. What is the minimum time frame to be on a job before you start looking for another job? I would say about a good 1 to 2 years, because nowadays a lot of people don't stay on job for 5 and 6 and 7. No, that was like, unless like you're in the public sector, like a government job, which those are, the benefits might be good, but then you're like stuck to those jobs, right? It's like the benefits are good, but you don't really move up the ladder that much. Corporate America, you can move up the ladder like in a jiffy. But if you have a lot of experience under your belt, hey, 2 years, you're ready to bounce, right? As long as you find a better opportunity, more money, flexibility, benefits, bounce, just bounce, because you've got to look out for your best interest. Because if the job goes out of business, or if the job have to cut, cuts or layoff or whatever, they're not going to think about, oh my God, she's been here for 2 years, let's keep her. No, when they're ready to make their cuts, they're looking at the bottom line. So you, my friend, mind over matter, I'm in the public sector and you can move up. Oh, I missed your comment, so put it back, please. If you're in the public sector and you have a great job and they're paying you money, listen, honey, there is nothing wrong with interviewing for other jobs or other position to move up, right? To move up. You want to move up and you want to make more money. So don't get comfy with this public sector desk job, right? You always want to move up. You always want to earn more money. So don't get attached. Don't get attached. So like I said, number one is you can always switch jobs. Number two, thank you guys for the two. Number two, what you can do is get more responsibility. So let's say you're on your current job and maybe, you know, you don't want to leave the building, or you don't want to leave the company because the company has potential or the company has growth. Fine, stay within the company, but take on more responsibility or take on more hours, right? Show interest, show that you want to move up. I've been in my company for 2.5 years and got a new position 6 months ago, but I don't like it. So is it paying you more? I want more money for my work. You want more money for your work? Well, listen, sometimes we're in a position that we really don't like, but if it pays, hey, just buckle down. But like I said, you don't have to be married to it. There's nothing wrong. If you're in a position right now and you don't like that position, there's nothing wrong with you looking outside. There's nothing wrong with you going on interviews and seeing what else is out there, or maybe, you know, seeing if there's a different position that you can probably, or department that you can probably move around and get into different, you know, a different department within that job, right? So yes, you just got it for 6 months. I would say you don't want to keep, you know, like jumping around too much. Stay there and see what other opportunities are within that sector, or it doesn't hurt. You can always look for other jobs while you're there. I say I would stay for a year in a new title, but I don't think I could. I'm ready to start looking again. Aww. Well, listen, there's nothing wrong with you looking, honey. If you find something better and it's more money, it's more responsibility, or whatever suits you, go for it, right? Go for it. Thank you guys on Facebook for all the hearts, engagement, interaction. If you have questions as well, put them in the comment. This way I can feel them. So number two, we said we have to look for more responsibilities. If you like your job, but you just want more money, or maybe you like the company, but you know you need more money, you know, start aligning yourself with the players, the movers and shakers, right? You want to be in cahoots with the top guns for that company. This way, you could start being in their A's, letting them know, hey, I'm looking for more responsibilities. I'm looking to move up. Because you know, once you move up, once you level up, once you have more responsibilities, once you have more hours, that's going to equate to more money, right? Because I've had plenty of jobs whereby, listen, in corporate America, I'm best of friends with all the who's who. All the who's who. I strategically create those relationships to be with people who I know could help propel my career. Switch job to increase your responsibilities or take on more hours. Exactly, because not everyone wants to go through, you know, the cycle of interviewing and starting in a new job, being in a new environment, looking for new people. If that's not you, that's not your personality, fine. Stay where you are, but look for opportunities within that same company by either getting more responsibilities, taking on more hours, or something that's going to help you to make more money on that current job if you don't want to look outside. Number three, put up a number three. This is my favorite. Put a 3 in the comment on Facebook. You guys on Periscope, put a 3 in the comment on Periscope. And this is actually my all-time favorite. And this you could do while even staying on your day job. Okay? Guys, Facebook, put a 3. You guys on Periscope, put a 3 as in trois for French, and tres for Spanish. Thank you, Periscope. Facebook, you guys are slow. Put a 3. I'm going to talk about the third point that you can use to increase your income. And this is my all-time favorite. And I think it doesn't matter what you guys have going on. Everybody should be doing this as well. Everybody. Okay? So number 3 is you want to find out what are you insanely good at. Right? If you have a job and you have skills, you want to find out what are you insanely good at and start a side hustle. Some people don't want to be entrepreneurs. Some people don't want to call it a side business. Call it whatever you want to call it, but start a side hustle. So listen, if you got your nice 9 to 5, right? And you know you are great at whatever, make that into a side hustle so you could generate some more money on the side, right? So who want to give me a skill or something that they're good at? Put on Facebook, put on Periscope. Think about yourself for a minute. What are you insanely good at that you think you could turn into a side hustle? And I'll give you some pointers how you guys can turn that into a side hustle. On Periscope, on Facebook. So we said number 3 is ways to increase your income is you want to have a side hustle. Organization skills, you mean? Mind over matter? You're good at organization skills? Just elaborate. What do you mean by organization? Because you just put organization. You're good at organization skills. Okay. So one thing that you can do, mind over matter, if you are good with, organizing stuff, hey, you can help people organize stuff. You can help people organize stuff, whether it be, I don't know what type of organizing you're referring to, because you haven't really given me much to go on. But if you're good at organizing stuff, there's a lot of people out there who are a mess.com. Their life's a mess, their house a mess, their computer is a mess, their job's in a mess. And if you can bring organization to them and help them organize their life or organize their books or organize whatever it is they have going on, listen, that's money that you can make on the side as a side hustle. As a side hustle, you could offer organization tips. You could have organization class. You could, go shopping with people to help them organize their closet. I don't know, but that's one way that you can make extra money. I had a girlfriend, by the way, who is like amazing when it comes to styling. I'm a mess. I don't know anything about styling. I go to the store and I just pick up anything, and for me, I love it. She was so good at styling people that every time I had to go somewhere, I would have her come with me. But you know what? That was her side hustle, and I put her onto that. That's a side hustle, because not everyone is fabulous with styling and tips and fashion, all that stuff. And I said, you know what? You are so good, because you and I could go to the same store and you're going to pick out much nicer things than me. And then when she puts it together, it's like straight off the runway. Straight off the runway. So for her, that was a side hustle that she was able to monetize in addition to her going to her 9-to-5 job, right? So now when any one of her girlfriends or anybody has to go to a fabulous events and they don't know what to buy, how to wear it, how to style it, guess what? You call her up, she goes shopping with you, she pick out a few pieces, she style you, boom, she's stacking her coins. She's stacking her coins. So think of things that you guys are good at. Think of things that I wish I was good at styling. Girl, me too. I'm a mess.com. I ain't good at styling at all. I just keep it neutral with the basic stuff. And at this point, I'm like, I just pull anything together and I'm still fabulous. But whatever you guys are good at, that's a great side hustle and kick. Yeah, it totally is. So if you're good at organizing, tell me more. What about organizing you're good at? Are you organizing with what? Give me more. So guys on Facebook, what are you guys good at? Give me some tips and I can give you some answers. What are you good at? You guys that are on Facebook right now live, tell me something that you are good at. Work, etc. So you're good at organizing work. Okay, awesome. So that's something that, you know what, if you and I want to have a chat on the side to see how you could develop that into a side hustle, go to my website, OdettaKing.com, OdettaKing.com, OdettaKing.com. Like I said, the link is in the bio and you could book. I'm also good at doing resume. Girl, that's a skill in itself. You know how many people would like send me emails or messages asking me to like review their resume or tweak their resume, because you may have a lot of skills, but if you don't know how to package it and write it and put it in a resume format, you're gonna look like you're dumb. So if you're good at writing resume, honey, that's a skill that you can monetize. You and I need to talk. Go to my website, OdettaKing.com. After this, OdettaKing.com, OdettaKing.com, OdettaKing.com. The link is in the bio. Book a free consultation and let's chat about yours. Because you got some good stuff going on. You know to organize. You know to do... write resume, and I'm sure there's a lot more that you can do. And so you guys on Facebook, I'm going to continue. So we said number 3 is you can start a side hustle. So listen, every one of you have something that you are good at. Each and every one of you. Each and every one of you have something that you absolutely passionate or good at just naturally and you enjoy doing. So find what that thing is and you can turn it into a side hustle. If you are not sure how to do this, I have a boot camp that's 6 weeks long. It actually starts on this coming Monday. We run these every 6 weeks. And the next one starts on Monday, January 30th, where I literally teach you how to take your side hustle, how to take your skills and turn it into a side hustle. turn it into a side hustle. And if you say, Odetta, I don't know what my skill is, well, I highly doubt that's true, but you and I could have a sidebar conversation. This is where you would go to my website, odettaking.com, book a free consultation. We'll talk about identifying your skills, because everybody has skills. And if you have a 9-to-5, you still have time, especially if you've got skills, to monetize and start a side hustle on the side while going to your 9-to-5, so you can have more income. Okay, so number 3, we said start a side hustle. And the last point, number 4, this is also one of my passionate one, because I'm extremely good at it. Number 4, so we're talking tonight about 4 things that you can do to increase your income, and I'm going to recap once we're done. But number 4 is, you want to look at your expenses and find ways to cut it. You want to look at your expenses and find ways to decrease your expense. This way you can have more money. You could have a wide gap between your expense and what you earn. The goal is to have a low expense and a high income. Even if your income is the same, as long as you can reduce your expense, okay? Hear me out. If your expense are, I don't know, let's say for example, $500 a month, and you're earning $1,000 or whatever, you want to find ways to cut your expenses so that your expenses are going to be as minimum as possible, like bare bones. The lower you keep your expense, even if you don't have, you know, more money on your, let's say you don't start a side hustle. Let's say you don't switch a job to get more money. Let's say you don't ask for more hours. Even if you stay at your same salary, but you cut your expenses, you keep your expense to the bare minimum point. And I know that each and every one of you, if I sit with you, well, not Delshawn because you're the budget strategist, but I know if I sit with you and I go through the list of things that you guys do, I know that I can shave off easily maybe $100 to $200. Easily $100 to $200. So you guys want to find ways. If you can't do anything else, look at your monthly expenses and find ways to keep them low. Cut some of them, call some of these companies and renegotiate to get it to a minimum, whereby the lower your expensive, you're going to have the gap between your expense and what you earn. The wider the gap is the better for you. So that's another way that you can increase your income without you even getting another job, without you starting a side hustle, without you earning more money. Keep your expenses low. Keep your expenses low. Let that gap between the expense and how much you earn wide as possible. Very wide. And that's one way that you can increase your income easily. That's something that you don't even need to go to school for. All you need to do is pull out the books, see what are all your monthly expenses, and look for ways to start shaving. I've paid off all my credit card bills last year. Woo! Woo! Awesome! I'm so proud of you, My Noble Matter. That's amazing. Amazing. Because a lot of you guys have debt, right? I don't have any debt. I have zero debt. I graduated from NYU with zero debt, which is very, very unheard of, because if you live in New York, you know NYU is one of the top Ivy League universities here in New York. In fact, in the country of the US. I graduated there with zero debt. And I have zero debt with the exception for my mortgage. That's the only debt I have. I don't have credit card debts. I don't have none of those other stuff, right? So you guys want to find ways to minimize your expense as minimum bare as possible. If you don't want to find another job, if you don't want to increase your pay by getting another job, or increase your hours, or finding a side hustle, one thing that you all can do right now is start with your expenses. Keep them low so you have a bigger gap between that and how much you earn, okay? So again, it's your girl Odetta coming to you live from New York City. Any questions on Facebook? Any questions on Periscope? Periscope, you guys have been so engaging tonight. Thank you so much. How was you able to graduate from NYU with no debt? Good question. I'm one of those people, I love school and I like to be involved. So the whole time I was going to school, the whole time I had my 6-figure job at different hotels, because I'm a corporate hotel exec. So I was making good money right off the bat. And what I also did at all my, throughout my entire academic years, my associate degree, my bachelor's, my master's, every time that I was in school, because I was working for good companies, they always subsidize my tuition fees, because I was studying what I was going to school for. So the companies, and that's another thing that you guys could do. If you have companies that you're working for, find out if they do tuition reimbursement. You got to have good grades, because they're not going to pay for you if you're bringing C and D's. A and B, they'll pay for it. And if you're studying something in your field that you're working, they'll do that. They did that for me when I worked in the hospital. Awesome. So that's what I did. For all of my academic years, college and university, all my school was paid for through my company that I worked for at the time. Now, granted, it wasn't 100%, but it was a good chunk. I got like a good 50, 60, 70%. And then for my NYU years, they didn't pay for my master's, but I kind of choked that up on my own and I paid for it. But again, I was working full time while going to school full time. So I know a lot of people are in debt, but you really have to be intentional about, you know, you don't want to graduate with this big bill. You don't want to graduate with this big bill. So for me, I was very, you know, mindful of that I don't want to have a bill. I don't want to be working another 20 years and got to pay back the school. No. So I was strategic by, one, making sure that the companies pay for my school and I brought good grades, A and B. And I also had side jobs. I was teaching while I was going to school. I was teaching while I was working on my corporate job. So what I'm teaching to you guys right now is what I've always done. I'm teaching you guys to keep your job, but have a side hustle to make extra money. Because you never know when you're going to need extra money. We are hustlers in New York City. That's right, honey. We are hustlers in New York. We stay on this money grind, okay? Because it ain't cheap living in the Big Apple. It is not cheap living in the Big Apple. So you got to have this hustle mentality. You got to be thinking how you could always stack more coins, even if you don't need it. Right there and then, you always got to think how you can stack more coins, because you never know when you're going to lose that job, right? You never know when you're going to have an emergency. You never know when your roof is going to fall apart. I mean, I own a house. My roof could fall apart tomorrow. I don't know. Something could break. The boiler could go, blow up. I don't know. So you always got to be thinking, how can you make more money? Even if you don't need it right now. Even if you don't need it. Always thinking how to stack these coins. So again, I'm going to recap. We're talking tonight 4 ways that you guys can use to increase your income. Number 1, switch jobs. Switch jobs, okay? Yes, you have a good job, but it doesn't hurt to start interviewing and seeing what other opportunities are out there. Number 2, if you don't want to switch job and you want to stay at your company, that's fine, but just look for opportunities. Cahoots with the who's who. Get it, like buddy up with whoever you need to be to make things happen. Get more responsibilities, get more hours, which is going to equate to more coins. Number 3, this is my favorite, and everybody needs to have a side hustle because everybody got skills. I don't care if it's just baking some bread and selling it on the weekend. To cook some fried fish, fry some fish and sell it, during the holidays or on the weekend. To do a good weave. I don't care what, just do something to bring in that extra money because everything adds up. And number 4, we say decrease your expenses. Decrease your expense, and that right there is going to increase your income because you're going to have a bigger gap. So I've given you 4 things tonight. Which one are you guys going to do? Which one? Exactly, Delshawn. You never know. Which one are you guys going to do? Are you going to either switch job? Are you going to look for more responsibility if you stay on your current job? Are you going to start a side hustle? Or 4, are you going to look for ways to cut your expenses? Which one? Which one are you guys going to do? So you said, oh, damn, girl, you're a real hustler. Okay, Facebook, which one are you guys going to do? I've given you 4 options. Which one are you going to do? And while you guys are doing that or thinking, I'm going to wrap up again. My name is Odetta with OdettaKing.com. I come on here Monday through Friday between 8 and 9 p.m. And I pretty much share tips, tricks, and strategies to help you guys stack your coins through either saving more money or earning more money. I'm also known as the Swap Queen with ILoveToSwap.com, which is a swapping dough platform. Again, saving money. We don't need 500 pairs of dress because guess what? We wear the clothes maybe once, 2, 3 times and it sits in our closet. So why go buy another dress? Just swap it out. If you want to know more about swapping, we're having a webinar 9 p.m. tonight, right after this video. I'm going to get extra hours while I stack money, look for a new job, pick up a new skill, and keep it moving. That's what's up. Mind over matter. I love you. I love your spirit, girlfriend. I love your spirit. So, guys, again, if you want to connect with me, go to my website, OdettaKing.com, OdettaKing.com, OdettaKing.com. Click on the Call Me tab and book a free 15-minute session if you want to chat with me. I wish I could watch the webinar. Please keep it up. The webinar, as long as you sign up for it, go to OdettaKing.com, click on the Events and Training tab. As long as you sign up for it, you'll get the recording. Like, once we're done with the webinar, you'll get the recording. Now, the Periscope video is also going to be up. I don't delete any of my Periscope broadcasts, so that's going to be up as well. Okay, and then lastly, if you guys want to be part of this bootcamp where I'm literally going to be helping you bulletproof your finance, if you've got skills, I'm going to teach you how you can take your skills and turn it into a side hustle. The class starts on Monday, January 30th. It's for 6 weeks. 6 weeks. Well, why am I doing 4? No, 6 weeks. Okay, it's for 6 weeks. And to sign up for that, all you need to do is go to my website, OdettaKing.com, or the link is actually on this. The link is actually on. Oh my God, I'm freezing here. My Periscope, yes. The link is on my Periscope bio. It's the second link. It's called bit.ly/Got Skills Get Paid. Again, bit.ly/Got Skills Get Paid. The link is on the bio. It's the second link. You guys on Facebook, if you want to be in the 6 weeks bootcamp to learn how you can monetize your skills and also bulletproof your finance, it's the let's see, I want to say it's the second, the link is on this video here on Facebook. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for engaging, participating, like, share, comment, tag a friend, because listen, everybody needs to earn more money. That crazy man that we have as a president that's making all these cuts, listen, y'all need to be thinking how to stack these coins even more now, because he's talking about a lot of cuts. So listen, you don't want, yeah, he's not. That guy's crazy, but hey, that's a whole nother story, a whole nother scope. He's our president. He's doing what he got to do, so we got to do what we got to do. Protect these coins, stack these coins, and look out for our best interest. That's all I got to say, okay? So I will see you guys back here tomorrow. Again, I come on Monday through Friday between 8 and 9. If you want to connect with me, just go to my website, OdettaKing.com, book your free consultation. We're having a webinar to learn about swapping that's starting right now. So again, go to my website, OdettaKing.com, click on the Events and Training tab, and you can sign up there. And then if you want to be part of the 6 weeks bootcamp that starts on Monday, January 30th, the link is on this bio. The link is on the Facebook video. It is bit.ly/Got Skills Get Paid, because I believe that anyone who has skills will get paid. As long as you got skills and you put in the work and you keep grinding, you're going to get paid. It's just simple. There's no magic. You got skills, grind it, shine it, you're gonna get paid. Okay, so guys, thank you so much, and I've got to go get ready to hop on this private webinar. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Love from the Swap Queen, coming to you live from New York City. Bye guys, thank you so much. Mind over matter.